Up next, the 76ers taking on the Knicks. For the 76ers, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They look to tip that balance with the win here. Knicks, Sixers, the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony, and our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at New York, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And checking out Philadelphia, down 5 spots from them.
And right now for the 76ers, they haven't packed any big surprises into the early part of this season. They're right in the middle of the NBA's pecking order.
And this is just about where I thought they'd be. The truth is, to get to the next level for this team, they're probably going to need to make a big trade at some point.
Look at the 76ers starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Oubre out there with Embiid, and it's George in at the 3 slot. And for the Knicks, Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Now Bridges, after the missed 3 from Tyrese Maxey. Pass to Towns. New York moving it around. Brunson, no good. Maxey against Brunson. And that one's good, Maxey.
And that's the thing about Maxey. He is wiry strong. You see him there, absorb the contact, stay on balance, and finish.
Now here's Brunson. He had 25 points last game. Back to Hart. Towns, the pass to Hart. Plays it up off the glass.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. I brought up Tyrese Maxey, and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard. He said, quote, to put things simply, his speed and his decision-making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game and also picks smart shots to take. That combination is lethal. We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks. On deep, Brunson. Paul George grabs the miss. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the Pacers. Maxey kicks to George. The three-pointer, no good.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
A powerful finisher, Oubre Jr. You deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
Pass to Towns. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's New York squad. Now Oubre and Embiid in the corner. Here's Maxey. Kept alive. Oubre outside. Good on the triple. Oubre's got his second bucket tonight.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. Now here's Brunson. No scoring in this one. Towns finds Hart. Here's Anunoby. New York missing again. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Maxey. And the layup is good. Maxey's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
And that one's good. Towns
has one of the best three-point strokes of any big man in the league.
Outside, George. Oubre outside. Embiid sets the pick for Oubre. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Bridges. Towns. It's good on the putback.
And Towns is solid at getting strong position on the glass. Terrific work.
Maxey with it. Well, you know that he's going to find a way to get the ball in the basket. No matter what D he's faced with, he averages about 31.5 points a game. And it's blocked by Brunson.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And that one's good. Towns.
And we just saw Cat at his best, pounding the paint, finishing near the rim.
For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
And one of the many ways Maxey could hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
Hart outside. On the wing, Anunoby. Covered by Oubre. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now, here's Maxey. He's got 7. Here's Embiid. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
Well, that is nice touch and confidence on the mid-range from Embiid.
Inside. Here's Towns. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Embiid. Outside for George. Misses the 3. Knicks trail by 3. Now Anunoby. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Anunoby. Towns has got 11 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Oubre on the wing. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And that one's good. Maxey.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Anunoby. Quentin Grimes is checked in for the 76ers. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Trailing by 4. Outside Robinson. Pass to Towns. Out to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. No good from outside. Philadelphia leading by 4. The tray. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Knicks have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Towns, a screen on Maxey. Outside, Towns. And so the ball out of bounds. Maxey touched it last. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Tyrese Maxey.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Clarkson, he's checked in for New York. And the 76ers also making a change. Barlow's checked in. Towns, the pass to Brunson. Some solid defense from Maxey.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Brunson with some nice D.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCabe looks to continue his promising start. And Quentin Grimes, a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick B.J. Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
And good that time.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Brunson, right side. Towns for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Brunson with a clean look. Off target with his 3.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Maxey, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Towns against Embiid. Towns, the pass to Robinson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And the all-around game of Towns can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
Now, here's Maxey. 10 points for him. They set the screen. Shot by Grimes. No good. Knicks trail by 5. Brunson outside. Towns for 3. Maxey grabs the miss. Philadelphia shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. Here's Grimes. Bangs home the trifecta. And the 76ers lead by 8.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Out to Brunson. And he's good on the 3-ball. Brunson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. A different look for New York. Diawara's checked in, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Hart. Then for the 76ers, Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. George comes in for Kelly Oubre, and Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. Here's McCain. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Yes, that goes in.
You can tell how comfortable Drummond is down there. Excels at using that size in close to the basket.
Pass to Clarkson. It's Robinson, top of the key. Shots good by Clarkson.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now McCain. .34 seconds left in the first quarter. Barlow. And again, it's Philadelphia. 30 seconds left in the first. Clarkson surveying the floor. Pass to Bridges. 4 on the clock. And again, it's New York.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Connects from 3-point range. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the Philadelphia 76ers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the 76ers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Jared McCain. He's out there with Quentin Grimes. George is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Barlow in at the 4. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time?
And Philadelphia has possession after New York gets the three. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Yeah, Paul George has the ability to be physical as a wing, an important element in his game.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded by Grimes. That one falls.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Here's Grimes. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Here's McBride. McCain defending, and finished off by Robinson.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Kevin?
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And New York making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Edgecombe's checked in. Here's George. 10 points for him. This one for three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. A shot by Clarkson, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Jacks up a three. Bridges with the board.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Drummond. Back to McCain. Now Grimes. The 76ers again can't hit it. Here's McBride. McCain defending. Clarkson for three. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Outside, George. Shoots over Anunoby. George, no good. Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to Atlanta.
They're so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
Look, I know it's easier said than done, but you've got to just move on. You can't dwell on it and let it affect the next performance.
Here's Edgecombe. After Mikal Bridges' bucket. Drummond finds McCain. In the corner, George with it. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 13 points.
This looks like it's going to be a big night for him.
Clarkson outside. Paul George with the steal. Here's Edgecombe. He's covered by Clarkson. Outside, George. And it's George again missing. McBride passes to Clarkson. Six on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. It's hauled in by the 76ers. To the inside. Here's Edgecombe. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Edgecombe's got his first bucket in this one. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. For the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Jared McCain. Now here's Brunson. He has 5. Pass to Towns. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Michael Porter and the Brooklyn Nets.
And for that game against the Thunder, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there can be a big step forward for this team.
Edgecombe, no good.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Bridges shot, good.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Paul George. Pass to Towns. New York moving it around. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right? Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Now here's Brunson. He has 5. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Bridges outside. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Maxey. Shoots over Brunson, and Maxey gets it to go on the assist by Edgecombe.
That's beautiful right there by Maxey. You can play him off the ball or on the ball. Tyrese will find a way to beat you.
Now here's Brunson. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Anunoby is screen on George. Towns for 3. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. In third, the Knicks.
And they have really been focused on picking up their defensive effort, playing passing lanes, pressuring ball handlers, and trying to contest every shot.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Landry Shamet comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And Miles McBride subbed in for Mikal Bridges. The 76ers also with a sub. Arlo's checked in. Here's Grimes. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 5.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Will it go? Brunson goes in, and he sinks the layup. Brunson's got 7.
And defense is all over Brunson inside, but still manages to outmaneuver them for the deuce.
From 7, Embiid just overpowers the defense inside.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Bridges in for Miles McBride. Here's Brunson. It's Brunson at point-blank range.
Well, he's raising the stakes here in the second quarter and being more efficient in the process.
From deep, Maxey buries it from three-point range. 15 points in the game.
Well, a couple made threes in the first quarter, and he's not slowing down after drilling another one.
Towns, a screen on Maxey to the middle. And Towns throws it down.
And this is what Towns is capable of. He's an incredibly gifted offensive weapon who can score at all three levels.
Now, here is George. 35 points for him last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And he was outstanding getting to the line and converting.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Paul George. Averaging 17 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But that's right. There's no question he's not their only offensive weapon, but he is a key cog in what they're trying to do.
Now, Maxey. Paul George missing from long range. Takes the three.
And they were off to a really hot start from three-point land. Haven't been able to find the range as easily here in the second.
Bridges kicks to Brunson. Lets it go from deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to George. Up top, Embiid. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. From 13, that's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Bridges.
And finally building some momentum here in the second quarter.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Embiid finds Maxey. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. 17 points for Tyrese Maxey.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his first free throw of the game.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Brunson.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Philadelphia 76ers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Joel.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first...
A look here now at the 76ers. They've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really good.
Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ballgame.
One takeaway is their work on the glass.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And here are the Knicks now. They've got Towns. Josh Hart out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Brunson, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now here's Embiid. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Embiid powers it down.
Embiid is owning the offensive glass right now, using his size to dominate inside.
Hart with a screen on Maxey. Here's Brunson. The teardrop falls in. Brunson's got 13 points.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Hart against Oubre. Lets the 3 fly. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
For the lead. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Wow, look at the release. Towns with a quick trigger.
Maxey, that's a 2-pointer. The shot comes out.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Pass to Brunson. Over Maxey. Brunson, no good.
Trying to do a little too much with that fadeaway. There wasn't anyone near him.
Outside, George. Now here's Embiid. Defended by Towns. No holding back. Embiid takes it in.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And, Jim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
Edgecombe with it. Outside, Maxey. And a miss there on the triple. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Good.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Maxey against Brunson. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. The fast break. Brunson's got it. Hart wide open. He fires. Towns kicks to Bridges. From deep, Brunson. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 13 with that last one. It's rebounded by Brunson.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And now that's 1 3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those 3-point opportunities.
George passes to Oubre. To the paint. Looking to end the run. Embiid. Knicks with the rebound. Outside, Towns. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail by 6. The shot by George, wide open. And it's off from 3-point range. On the wing, Bridges. He's covered by Maxey. Towns with the bucket.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Well, let's take this chance now to bring up the rookies at the head of their class in steals this past month. Number 5 is VJ Edgecombe.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, "I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there." Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
Pass to Edgecombe. Now here's Embiid. Outside, Maxey. The 76ers again can't hit it.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Five to shoot. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 15 here tonight. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from George.
Yeah, Paul George that time understanding how to read the open floor and getting to the spot where he could get a good look.
Now, here's Anunoby. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Looking to end his cold spell. Some solid defense from Hart.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the helper.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. It's a 10-point game. George sets a screen for Oubre. George looking around. Shoots over Anunoby. George with the bucket. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Really high IQ that time by Paul George, using that screen to perfection.
Hart outside. Left side, Towns. Over Embiid. Towns, no luck. The 76ers trail by 8. And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Robinson's checked in for New York. And the 76ers also making a change. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edgecombe. George dishes to Oubre. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Mitchell Robinson. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moves like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
The first one falls. And you talk about physical dominance combined with skill. Tim, at his peak, where does Joel Embiid rank?
Well, Kevin, I'm not sure we've ever seen a 7-footer with this combination of power and three-point shooting touch. Injuries really are the only thing that have slowed him down.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love 2 big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well. Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Oubre sets the screen for George. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 18. Towns, a screen on Oubre. Right side Towns. Clock is at 3. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 76ers trail by 8. George George in the post. Brunson covering. Yep, that one goes. George has got 27 points. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing.
Now here's Towns. He's got 24. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Josh Hart. The free throw drops for Towns. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
New York, no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Carlo's shot is good.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Lets it go with the three. Rebound by the 76ers. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Drummond. Kicks it out to Maxey. Looking to get back on track here. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
And a quick check of the stats for Drummond. His last 10 games, 9th in rebounding. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. Miles McBride comes in for Jalen Brunson. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Jared McCain comes in for Maxey. Over in the corner, McBride. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The 76ers trail by 7. 34 seconds left to play in the third. Here's George. Pass to McCain. There's the triple. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. McBride drains it from beyond the arc. McBride's got 8.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Knicks out front, up 10. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
And he runs their offense for a reason. He's got excellent vision. Wow, what a gift for his teammates.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so in the game for the 76ers, Edgecombe is out there with Jared McCain. Then there's Quentin Grimes. Then there's Embiid. And it's Barlow in a power forward. Now, here's Clarkson. After the miss from Joel Embiid. And Towns throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Embiid. Here's Edgecombe, and he hits the jump shot.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's Towns. Count that one. Towns has got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Pass to Grimes. Now Edgecombe. Embiid sets the pick for Edgecombe to the left side wing. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Well, Embiid pretty much has the green light to take any kind of shot, including off the catch.
McBride finds Anunoby. Pass to Robinson. Towns for three. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. The 76ers trail by 13. And here's Embiid. Oh, Embiid, too tough inside.
Oh, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Outside, Towns. The kick out to Anunoby. And again, it's a New York three.
You have to stay connected to Anunoby out on the perimeter. Can't give him any daylight.
And here's Embiid. Over Robinson. Robinson with the block.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Shots good by Clarkson.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Well, you know he can score it. So in terms of his development, Jared McCain's playmaking is the key. That assist right there, very encouraging for this coaching staff.
McBride passes to Towns. Pass to Robinson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
The Knicks making a switch here. Hart's checked in, and the 76ers also making a change. Oubre's checked in for Jared McCain. That one misses for Robinson. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. You've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes, and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Grimes with it. He's guarded by Anunoby. Here's Barlow. And that one is stuffed right through.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, GA. Down low, here's Towns, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Oubre outside. For the three. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby outside. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Pass to Robinson. McBride with the ball. It's not going to go for him.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Shot by Grimes. No good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Back to McBride. Hart outside. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Pass to Towns. Fires from deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Edgecombe's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Edgecombe's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, a different look for New York. Landry Shamit's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Paul George is checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for Edgecombe. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And here's Maxey outside.
Well, after spacing the floor for them in the first half, he's gone cold from out there.
And Brunson has it in the corner. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, his 3-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Oubre kicks to George. Grimes bounce pass. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, it's really tough on that defender. Embiid's just so good, and now you give him a chance for one more.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
And I've also been very impressed with their ball movement. It has led to better shots. The offense overall has had a great rhythm.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
Brunson outside. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Knicks lead by 13.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
Well, no question. Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
Now, here's Anunoby from outside off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Edgecombe. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Towns.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Brunson outside. The sweet lefty stroke of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, 3 triples already for him. That's his 2nd of the quarter. This could be a huge night for him.
Outside, Maxey. Knicks with the rebound.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
Here's Towns. Gets it to go. Down low.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. We've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let-up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Now, Brunson. Paul George missing from long range. Towns down low. Embiid's there.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Here's Oubre. with the shot. A 20-foot jumper. Good.
Well, this is a classic performance from Embiid. He's one of the most lethal scorers this game has.
Now Towns. That does not go. Here's Edgecombe. Defended by Bridges. Here's Maxey. Outside, Oubre. Towns against Embiid. Does not go in. The Knicks leading by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for New York.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Karl Anthony Towns.
And he was tremendous on the glass tonight, controlling the boards and fighting for extra possession.
Now here's Towns. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Outside, Anunoby. And get the three. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Maxey against Brunson. And it misses. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.